On this day in history, February 24th, 1525, a Spanish-Austrian army defeats a French army at the Battle of Pavia. Included in the following is an excerpt from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica going over the battle. Battle of Pavia, 1525. In 1524, Francis I of France, at the head of some 30,000 men, moved into Italy, took Milan, and laid siege to Pavia. This city was hard-pressed when Lannoy, Charles V's viceroy of Naples, marched to its relief at the head of a numerically slightly inferior force. On February 25, 1525, an attempt was made to join hands with the garrison, but Francis so skillfully deployed his artillery that he took the Spanish attacking column in flank and drove it back in confusion. Imagining the victory to be his, he set out in pursuit, only to be met by an epoch-making tactical surprise which ended in the destruction of his army and the capture of himself. One of Lannoy's generals was the Marquis de Pesquer, a man of genius. He had under his command 1,500 Spanish arquebusiers, and having grasped the true value of the firearm, had instructed them, without word of command, to wheel round, to face about from this side to that, now here, now there, with the utmost rapidity. When the French cavalry charged, they were met by this novel system of defense which threw them into complete confusion. Meanwhile, the advance of the French cavalry and infantry had masked their guns, and whilst Francis was held in the front by the arquebusiers, Antonio de Leyva, at the head of the garrison, made a sortie from Pavia, and fell on his rear. As the Battle of Ravenna, 1512, marks the advent of artillery as the weapon of demoralization, so does that of Pavia marks the superiority of hand firearms over lances and pikes. In spite of the lessons of Alfonso de Este at the first and of Pesquer at the second, it took many years of bloodshed before European armies grasped their meaning.